Great, I see you've found the course syllabus. This explainer video is a brief overview of the syllabus for this course. In this video, I will only touch on the highlights, but please be advised that you're responsible for understanding all of the information contained herein. If you have questions or concerns, reach out to me using any of the methods detailed under Communicating with the Instructor. At the top of the syllabus, you'll find all of my contact information and that of the department and division offices. Again, more detailed information along with a set of expectations about our communication is available in the Communicating with the Instructor tab. This top section of the syllabus also contains information about our course, the required text, and the final exam date for the semester. More detailed information about the course textbook is available under the appropriate tab on the left-hand side of the page. The next section details information on the course competencies, objectives, and goals, as well as how you'll be evaluated. I would suggest you review the competencies, objectives, and goals when this video ends. These match up with the objectives in our textbook and will make up the framework of information on which you'll be tested in assignments, quizzes, and tests this semester. Your grade and your performance in this class will be measured using these 4 categories, each of which is equally weighted at 25% of your overall final grade. Key terms and quizzes are combined to make up the first 25% of your grade. Key terms assignments will require you to search the chapter and define 10 to 15 important terms and concepts. You may repeat the key terms assignment as many times as you like before the due date. You'll be able to review your answers immediately after completion of the assignment. Only your highest grade will count. Quizzes will contain 10 to 15 true-false questions on the chapter. You may take the quizzes up to 2 times before the due date, and only your highest grade will count. The answers, however, will not be available until after the due date has passed. Class participation, which is the second 25% of your grade, will consist of review questions, case questions, and/or discussion threads. Class participation is an important part of your learning experience, and this portion of your grade is weighted accordingly. Review questions and case questions are pass-fail and may be completed as many times as you like before the due date. Discussion threads require to use the VoiceThread system. Each discussion thread will include a prompt and require you to formulate and provide your answer. For all class participation assignments, as long as I feel you have made a reasonable good faith effort to address the questions posed or the discussion prompt, you will receive full credit. I will take into account organization, spelling, grammar, and professionalism when making my determination. Class participation grades will be assigned midway through the semester and again before the end of the term, and will be based on the number of events you have successfully completed to that point. The 2 unit tests will cover negligence and intentional torts, and the final exam will be comprehensive, covering negligence, intentional, and strict liability torts. For more information on these 3 categories and the chapters each will cover, please see the course textbook information. The key terms, quizzes, class participation, and exams will all be open book and open note, but the student may not receive any assistance from another person unless specifically authorized. Additional instructions for each quiz, assignment, and test will be announced. Grading will be according to the approved college 10-point scale. This class will make extensive use of the Blackboard learning management system. It is imperative to your success in this class that you have access to Blackboard. If you have questions on navigating Blackboard, accessing materials, or any other aspect of this LMS, I would suggest that you review the tutorials and other information contained in Help and Resources along the left-hand side of your screen. It is up to each student to ensure that they have a computer and appropriate internet connectivity to participate in all aspects of this course. If you feel you need help with your computer or your access to the internet, please contact the College Computer Help Desk immediately at extension 6123. Please see the video under Communicating with the Instructor for a full explanation of the information contained in this section of the syllabus. I will just leave you with this one important point. If you communicate with me, there are very few situations we can't work through together. Please see the video under the Attendance Policy tab for a full explanation of the information contained in this section of the syllabus. Again, I encourage you to read through the remainder of the syllabus, including the timeline for work and assignments at the end. You can also find information on when assignments are due under the Calendar and My Grades tabs. While we are here discussing timelines and due dates, I want to point out that we will spend 2 weeks in some of the more challenging chapters and only 1 week in others. It is up to you to track due dates for assignments. Again, I suggest you make use of the Calendar and My Grades functions on a regular basis. I also want to take a minute to explain my late work policy. It's fairly simple. I don't accept late work unless 1. The student has made arrangements with me in advance of the due date, or 2. The student has some verifiable extenuating circumstances that kept them from completing the assignments on time. Again, that was just a brief overview of the highlights of the syllabus. Take your time and read through the entire document. If you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to ask.